How we doing? My name is your mate Dave, and as you can probably tell by my username down below, my actual name is David. Um, this is a very different video to what I usually put on my channel, which is usually gaming stuff. But today we have a little bit of a change of pace and a change of tone, subject, whatever you want to call it. Today, for me, is a new guitar, and I'm gonna be unboxing my guitar. New one which I've got just here. I've been super excited about this. I'm gonna leave it to at the end. I am gonna go over a few of my other guitars, as you can probably see. Background's just here. Just gonna go over sort of like the newest to oldest, or oldest to newest. Probably go from oldest to newest. Um, just a quick overview of what some of the stuff I've got, and if you do like this kind of video, then please let me know, and I'll post some more. Might even do some guitar covers. So let's see how we go. If we go from oldest to newest, first of all, we've got my classical acoustic here with this strange headband on it to keep the strings muted. I've had this since I was possibly 15. One of my oldest guitars that I'll never get rid of. It's always good to have guitars like this. I play basically anything on it, but I will usually play just my Spanish flamenco, which is something that if you guys want to hear it, you can hear it. I have absolutely no idea. Oh, it's a Hondo guitars made in Korea, according to the serial number and the stamp on the inside of the body. So I'll also show you my next guitar. Through the magic of editing, I will teleport here with the new guitar. What we have here is my Ibanez IC400. This is a guitar that I've had since I was about 15. So I was in England, that's where I live. It would have been in my final year of school. And I bought this off my friend for 130 sterling pounds. He was just trying to get rid of it because it was taking up space, and I've always loved this guitar. This isn't, they're not my first guitars, these. Get some dust off there. These aren't my first guitars. My first guitar was an Ibanez GRG 170DX in dual blue. It is something that I got when I was 13 when I first started playing guitar. This was the dream guitar with this IC400. I would have settled for an IC300, but that doesn't have the neck join that we've got here. I do believe it is a set neck, possibly. But what I have here in this is Seymour Duncan distortion neck, well, bridge and neck. Done a few mods to this myself. I've not really touched like the tuners or anything like that. That's all stock. The only thing that isn't stock really is this switch. Previous one was broken, wasn't working. This bridge piece here, this was actually from another one of my previous guitars, which was a LTD Viper 10. Basically I stopped playing it. This guitar's bridge was super used. It had been used loads, and I appreciate that. I think that's awesome. But to the point where I was getting cuts on my hand here, where I was muting the strings for like metal and chugs and stuff. But this is the one that I've used the most throughout my years of playing, and it is one that I will continue to use until possibly the day I have to retire playing guitar. This is usually tuned to drop C and D standard, might even go to B and C sharp standard. It's only tuned to C because of my absolute love for bands like Bullet for My Valentine, and my main influence, System of a Down. Darren Malakian played Icemen before he started going over to SGs, and then he started playing Icemen again when I saw him then play at Download 2017. But tuned to drop C, it's got gauges 60 to 12 from Clear Tone, the Monster series on this. And to be honest, I've had a gauge 60 strings on this for a number of years. I've just never changed. It just feels awesome on my fingers. I don't have like massive hands or anything like that, but because it's a shorter scale length, 24.5 inch is in scale, that extra beef from the strings just helps keep that tension. There we are. One of the basically it's my main guitar, or it has been my main guitar up until I then bought one of my others. So magic of editing, teleportation again. My next guitar, which I bought the same year as I got my Iceman, I was lucky enough to go visit my family in Australia. And while I was over there, my dear auntie and my dad, who I went over to Australia with, bought me this guitar for my birthday. It was the first guitar or first musical things my family, my dad's side of the family, bought me for my hobby. So that was this. This is my Ibanez X Series XH300 in Lunar Shadow, or LS8. This thing is totally stock, I do believe, apart from the bridge. Again, I swapped the bridge out. I actually bought a separate bridge because this bridge, the colour had tarnished, and the actual saddles themselves were busted. I have no idea why. As you can see, not exactly regular shapes so far. This is when I was a teenager. I was quite edgy. Really loved the idea of like these really weird shapes. I've played gigs with both of these guitars, and they've been an absolute workhorse. I've always had like people double take when like, especially take this one out. This is an absolute stunner of a design. Got a couple of dings and that on the body, but other than that, it's totally stock. Absolutely love this thing. Currently got it strung with 10 through 52s from Elixir, tuned to standard E, drop D, sometimes drop C sharp and E flat, that sort of thing. For bands like Evidence, I play a little bit of Avenged Sevenfold and stuff like that. I'm not super shreddy as a person. I'm very sort of like chuggy, as most people are, but I do know how to solo a little bit. I am currently learning how to do that a bit more. I absolutely love how this has no inlays. I think that is incredible, but all my other guitars have some inlays as well. Back, we've got our Ibanez, nice sort of like recessed bolt-on. I think this is the best bolt-on, so if I ever look for a guitar, if it's not got a neck through, it has this bolt-on. I'll never have another bolt-on which has that square heel. I find that so infuriating. It's got a gloss neck. The gloss hasn't come away because I've always had multiple guitars to switch to between tunings, so this just it's still glossy, still a little bit sticky, but I don't mind that. You know, I play guitar for the enjoyment. Each guitar has their own sort of like nuances, their own niches. Well, as I said, this guitar is totally stock. So the pickups in them, I have absolutely no idea what they are. They are Ibanez designed. They do look a little bit like the EMGs, or EMGs and some of the modern Fishmans, because of the caps on them, but they are just standard Ibanez ones. They are active though. And this is the only sort of mod that I've done it, but I still have the original screws. This back cavity here, I put some Velcro on it. You can see I've got some Kodak batteries in there. I have absolutely no idea what this box is. I imagine it's like an earth thing, but the shielding in there is really good. I've only had to change the battery a couple of times in the 12 years that I've owned it. But yeah, it's one of those really awesome workhorse guitars. I only recently changed it from my 11 to 56 gauges, which I used to. I had this tuned to like drop C and stuff like that, the same as my Iceman, because of sort of stuff I play. This one not necessarily because it's any more shreddy or anything like that, but I used to play some of the more leady focused ones, just because of the upper fret access, 24 frets as well. Just I don't know why 24 frets. You never use 23 and 24, but it's always nice to have them. It's just that extra octave. Really cool. Got some strap locks on here as well, but other than that, there we are. Got a few dings from playing gigs, but that's the only reason why the only thing I've got on this one anyway. Really, really enjoy this guitar. Still love it to this day. It's one of the reasons why it's on my wall. This is my Schecter C1000, C1, Schecter C1. I bought this when I just after I turned 19, and I was looking for an LTD Eclipse or Horizon style with the with the 3-a-side headstocks. I was looking for one of them, and I just came across this on eBay. I got it from America. Incredible. Well, I didn't really have any issues with the seller, to be honest, but I think it was on there for like $450 American, and I offered him 400. I was like, yeah, sod it, why not do that? And then he accepted the offer about 5 minutes later, and I was like, well, shit, I own a Schecter now. This is my C1 Platinum here. This is actually my main guitar. Everything on it is stock from when I bought it, other than obviously my foams that I put in them just to stop those resonance behind the bridge in front of the nut as well. There we go. I've got my D'Addario tuner on the end here, that's why I can't see the actual labelling. And then obviously my foam behind the nut as well. Satin, I think it's see-through charcoal or see-through black or something like that. The finish, it is satin. It's the only guitar that I have that has a satin finish, and I'm going to be honest, so far this happens to have been the best guitar I've ever played. It's something that at the moment I've got my 11 through 56 gauges on it, so it's tuned to drop C, B, and that sort of area at the moment. I'm just having a little bit of fun with it at the moment. It's been a long time since I've had these gauges of string on there. Usually this is my 10 through 52 guitar, tuned to standard, drop D, drop C sharp. Sometimes, depending on what I'm doing, I love alter bridge as well. So this will sometimes go to their weird tuning where it's like E flat to A flat with a low B. Weird, but at the moment that is this one. But yeah, incredible guitar. I got not everything stock on it. I tell a lie. I do have strap locks on it for when I was playing gigs and when I was writing and stuff like that. But I love the fact that the frets are very, very minimalistic until you hit the where is it, the 12th fret here. Absolutely love this guitar. Grover tuners, made in Korea, and this is strung with D'Addarios at the moment. The 11 through 56 gauges. Love that. The only reason why I do D'Addario instead of Elixir or Cleartone, because Strings Direct, who I usually buy my strings through, didn't have them in, so I went on Amazon and just got a set of these. So there you are. Plus, I don't mind trying new strings. Absolutely don't mind. Love trying new things on my guitars. I'd love to try new pickups, new pots, and everything like that. That'd be awesome. Right, I'll do another magical transition. This right here is the first guitar I ever bought brand new. I bought it for my 21st birthday after working during COVID as well, which was really, really time for us. So this is my PRS SE 277 baritone, 27.7-inch scales. This is the guitar I've done the most mods to since owning it. So at the moment I've got a set of Seymour Duncan full shreds in the bridge and the neck respectively. I did want to get rid of the push-pull thing. Never been a fan of that. Never really liked it. I've got a 3-way selector and a single volume. Tone's always up. Only the volume that moves really. And then the 3-way selector if I'm doing any kind of lead. Never really doing any lead on baritone, to be honest. I mean, an absolute dream to play. Would I buy another baritone guitar? Probably not. It's a little bit more cumbersome to play. So if you're used to your standard scales, 27, 25.5 to 24.5, like LPs, Iceman, that sort of thing. This one I find that instead of like feeling natural, I've got to really break my arm back, and I get a lot of tension just here in my shoulders, in my shoulder. The other mods that I've got on this are the strap locks, and I have some hip shot locking, or open gear locking tuners. If you see those there. With it being a baritone, it is currently strung in 12 through 60 gauge strings, and I tune it to, or it might be in like drop A or something like that at the moment. Really, really love this guitar. Let's get to the good part. This box. I'm just gonna get into this. I'm gonna open it. The moment we've all been waiting. The moment what? The reason we're here. Ooh. Holy shit. Man, this is my brand new LTD MH1000. This is a guitar that I've been looking forward to for ages. Still relatively in tune, or not, but this is stunning. Now, my webcam isn't going to capture the quality of this, so I'm hoping my lovely, lovely phone camera will do. But from what I have read online, we have an absolutely stunning a set through neck construction, which is absolutely stellar, absolutely awesome. We have a 25.5-inch scale. We have a mahogany body with a quilted maple top. What else do we have? A 3-piece maple neck and a Macassa ebony fingerboard with a 350mm radius. Now, I don't know what that is in inches for my imperial users. See-through purple finish. We've got a 42mm width nut, and the nut type is molded. We've got the lovely, lovely thin U neck shape, and we've got 24 extra jumbo frame. Hardware is black. Electronics are passive, and we have a Seymour Duncan Sentient in the neck, Seymour Duncan Pegasus in the bridge. Now, this is fresh out. Well, this is out the box. Now, I did buy this secondhand. I did buy it from the used market. It is in absolutely stunning condition, apart from that. That right there is the only sort of blemish on the guitar. Oh, we got some buckle rash on the back and a couple of dings, but the guy I bought from, I got this through Facebook. He'd been gigging with it. An absolute gem of a guy to deal with. I'm not going to say his name for privacy reasons, but I just want to say, if you do see this and you know this is your old guitar, this is an absolute stunner, mate, and I cannot wait to reset it up. I'm going to just do some stuff on it in terms of like just general maintenance. I'm going to do my thing, you know, what I do with all my other guitars. I'm going to set the action, neck relief, change the string gauges. This is he did say this was set up for drop C, so I'm imagining what people tend to do is either 11 through 56 or 10 through 52, whereas I play a little bit more heavy gauges for higher tunings because of not saying I've got all mega strong hands or anything like that, I just prefer the tension. Yeah, this is an absolute stunner. I am going to put a close-up video, or a close-up shot on this So during my inspections, after I turned off the main unboxing recording, I did notice that some finish cracking in the headstock there. That is not a major issue. It just shows that the guitar has been loved. Absolutely love the fact that this guitar has been used and it's been loved, and it's been used for the same kind of genre of music that I would probably use it for if I bought it from new. Stunning piece of kit, and I'm super stoked to be able to do my own thing to it and set it up myself. So let's see what it sounds like when we get everything going. And we're back. It has been a few days, as you can probably tell. T-shirt change matched the colour of my guitar, funnily enough. It has been a really busy couple of days for me since starting and making of this video. It has been a bit of a nightmare because I've had to learn new techniques and everything like that, because usually I just stream and then upload the full thing to YouTube, but today, well, I say today, this time I've just been doing some editing to put it all together, put the song on there, because I did a little bit of a track. It's a guitar, a guitar song that I've had for a long time. Between the first shots of the guitar and these shots now, I've set them up, or set it up into standard tuning, drop C, sharp, that sort of deal. I noticed a couple of some finish cracks in the lacquer in the headstock here, but that is not necessarily a horrendous thing. I had to do the neck relief a lot It's not like, I don't think the guitar has been really touched for a long time before me, which is fair enough. You know, people buy new guitars and that all the time. I had to do a real deep clean as I was changing the strings. The high E snapped straight out of the tuning peg, so I'm glad that I had some strings on standby. But from my just playing the guitar, just noodling about with it in the evenings, doing a little bit of writing as well as the recording that you guys have just heard, and seen me play a little bit of. I actually did the recording of that, the visuals today anyway. This has been an absolute dream to play on. It's, again, different from what I usually play with the headstock there, but it's an absolute dream. I'm having to get used to the string spacing. It is a little bit different playing this one compared to like my Schecter, my Iceman, and my Halberd, my LSH 300, the white one. Because going from muscle memory from those guitars is different to playing this one, so I was just doing like string skips really bad. I don't know if that was just me getting used to the guitar or just being overly excited. But from my experience playing it over the last few days to a week roughly, it's been amazing. I'm so chuffed. I've been showing it off to everybody. So there we are. This is my MH1000 in see-through purple, and it is an absolute beast. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It is possibly one of, I'm hoping, many. If you want me to do a sort of like a longer scale review of my other guitars, I certainly will do. If you want to hear more original songs, that'd be great. I'll happily do that. Obviously, the songs are myself and my buddy Ant. We are doing recordings at the moment of those, and that was just sort of like a quick showing of it, what it could sound like on a beast like this. Thank you very much for viewing. I very much appreciate you seeing me unbox this and just talk a little bit about my other guitars as well. I've very much enjoyed doing this. It has been a little bit different, as I've said previously. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and comment if you want to see any more guitar or music videos on the channel. If you do, brilliant. I'm happy to abide by that. I'm happy to give it a go. It's been something that's been quite new, been quite fresh. It's been very enjoyable. So if you do want to see more, even if it's just music and just some visuals and stuff, that is not a problem. The next time I do some recording with Ant, I'll probably do a little bit of filming and put it on here, just so we've got some visuals of how we do things, how we write as well, and how much of an absolute nightmare it can be because we're just two idiots playing guitar. Take care, have a good one, and feel free to stop by for games and more music possibly.